In this episode, a young married couple adopts Travis as a pet chimpanzee. Travis subsequently turned into a violent killer after showing no symptoms of aggression or violence for many years. One day, Travis Snap attacked his master in a terrifying and vicious way. A loving couple named Jerome and Sandra Herold lived in Stamford, Connecticut. They had an only daughter named Susan, and they were a good family. On October 24, 2003, the previously noisy and active house was plunged into silence as Susan and her husband quickly got married and ran away. A single couple decided to buy a 3-day-old chimpanzee for $50,000 because they got bored. The chimpanzee lived with the couple in their house. The couple washed, bottle-fed, dressed, and even brushed Travis's teeth. They named Travis after Sandra's favorite country artist, Travis Tritt. The monkey was cherished and treated as if she were their own biological child. In 2003, the couple put Travis in the back seat as they drove into town to restock groceries. They were in traffic and his window was open. Travis unbuckled his seatbelt, opened the car door, and rushed after the spectator, who threw an empty drink can into the car, casually hitting Travis. Travis, however, failed to catch up with him. Then he straightened up, reached the runway, lay down on his stomach, and began to roll, which stopped all movement. Drivers and other residents were subjected to a comical chase that forced traffic cops to seek help. Travis grinned as he dodged more than a dozen pursuing cops, swerving to the side and jumping over moving vehicles. Unfortunately, Jerome Herold lost his battle with stomach cancer in 2004, a year after this incident. Sandra and Travis, who saw Jerome as their alpha, were heartbroken because of this. Sandra was depressed, and melancholy hung over the house again. Soon after, Stamford animal control officers started knocking on her house. Sandra's safety worried the cops. When Travis entered his youth, he developed enough strength to stand up to 5 powerful men. Animal control authorities have warned Sandra that it is unrealistic to keep a chimpanzee in the future because he is prone to violence, especially in adolescence, and it will be difficult and dangerous for her to handle him. Sandra was not bothered by this, as she never showed any symptoms of hostility or violence. With the loss of a spouse squeezing her like a vice, Sandra lost all social contacts and communication, falling into deep despair. Sandra called her close friend Charla Nash on Sunday, February 15, 2009, and asked her to join her for a lively conversation. Carla had known Sandra for a long time, and she often went to the Herold house. Travis had seen Charla several times and was familiar with her. After their conversation, the two left Travis alone and went to the Mohegan Sun Casino. Before entering the residence, the couple liked to play slot machines. Sandra was seized with a strange excitement. She noticed Travis's lack of interest in his favorite ice cream. Considering how much Travis liked his shows, it seemed strange that both the computer and the TV were turned off. Before going to bed, Sandra mixed Xanax with chimpanzee tea. The next morning, February 16, 2009, Sandra woke up and saw Travis running aimlessly around the yard. She tried to lure him back into the house, but he ignored her calls. Without hesitation, she called Charla and told her about Travis' actions. To help Sandra drag Travis back into the house, Carla jumped into her car and raced to Sandra's house. She went down and picked out Travis's favorite toy, which, in her opinion, would serve as an effective bait to bring Travis home. When Travis saw his favorite toy in the yard, the couple, who were confident in their ability to control him, snapped. It seemed that Travis was driven by a passionate sense of ownership towards his favorite toy. Travis' forward kick knocked Charla off her feet. Then, as Travis' jaws tightened, he stepped over her and sank his fangs into her face with his powerful jaws. Charla's terrifying scream echoed throughout the neighborhood. Travis tore off her eyes, nose, and lips. Sandra hurriedly reached for the shovel and hit Travis several times, but he seemed unperturbed. He continued to bite Charla and attack her, completely destroying the structure of her face. Sandra ran back into the house, grabbed a kitchen knife, and then ran outside to help her boyfriend. Travis didn't notice Sandra coming up to him because he was so focused on his furious fun. With all my might, Sandra took a step back and stabbed the chimpanzee in the back. Travis stopped beating Charla and turned to Sandra, frowning angrily. Then, turning to Charla, he continued to beat her as if nothing had happened. When Travis chewed off her left arm, Carla heard the sound of her own bone breaking. She yelled at him, "Travis, wait. Stop." However, after witnessing Travis' cruelty, Travis became enraged and thought that she would be the next victim. Getting into her car, Sandra locked all the doors. She groped for her phone and dialed 911, her hands shaking with panic and her pulse was racing in her chest. What is the problem? Cops have been sent. What is the problem? There. Really killed mine. What exactly is wrong with your buddy? Eh? Hurry up. Pay attention to what I'm saying. They're coming, ma'am. I'm sorry. They have to shoot this man. Please move faster. Hurry. Your buddy and you are there. Please help your friend. Can you help your buddy by going there? I can't. He was trying to hurt me. Is he still there with your companion at this time? Yes. Okay, then take a step back. Try not to come any closer. Then, an enraged Travis walked around the police car in search of an open door. The 240-pound chimpanzee smashed the passenger window and opened the door, while Officer Frank was scared to death. Travis was wounded by 4 police bullets. The wounded chimpanzee limped inside, found his bed, and expired. Over the next months, Charla needed many procedures to fix her disfigured face. 3 fingers on her right hand and her left hand were crippled. Her injuries required treatment from the medical staff, who treated her as they were so serious, because taking care of her caused suffering. Travis' talk screen showed that he had been using Xanax, which may have increased his anger. Others objected that Charla was no longer recognized because of her new hair color and curls, and she was holding Travis's favorite doll, which scared him, regardless of what prompted him to attack. The pain and wounds it left behind are still present in Charla's life, always evocative of the moment when she almost escaped her terminal illness.